Who is God? I did a video that nobody watched, but somebody watched it, and it was about pulsatile consciousness, about that idea, explaining how consciousness fires and the momentum of it. But in that, obviously, I talked about God because you have to put it in context. And he said, who is God? Who is God? And I answered, as intelligent love over eternal time, and described the intelligent love as an eternal flame. And that eternal flame exists as the CMB, and that's the seat of consciousness. And that's eternal love. That's intelligent love over eternal time, because it always exists, it must exist. So time always exists, so God always exists. So that fits that parameter for God being eternal and overarching, and the encompasser of all is God. So it fitted. The engineering model fits that definition of intelligent love over eternal time, and burns like an eternal flame in our hearts. And so that all worked with engineering and biological descriptions of that definition. But it didn't quite fit, because the question was, who is God? And what that means is, I think, is who is he to me? Okay, so this is all lovely and brilliant, but what does that mean? Who is God? God is the director who gives you the stories. So imagine a really powerful film director creating a wonderful film. In the mind of the director, he can see the finished film. He's assembled it all entirely, and all he has to do is put all the pieces together. But he needs cooperation from the actors and the characters and the players in order to construct the finished film. And only he knows what the film looks like. So we, the actors, the characters, the players, need to trust the director, listen to the stories that he gives us, because those are the stories that fit into the big picture. So when you're getting a story in your mind, a thought has arisen. The question you ask yourself is, how do I know that's come from the director, or has it come from somewhere else? Is it part of the big picture, or is it part of this individual, the small picture? Because if we choose a story in our mind, when we get a story, an idea, thought, an action, a decision is made, you're progressing through your life, you get a thought comes to your mind and you act on it. Is it towards the individual, or is it towards the director? Whose story is it? The moment you realize that the engineering proves to you that the Earth's the center of the universe and that God exists, you can go, so I'm receiving a signal. This thought I'm getting has been placed there. I didn't put it there. I'm incapable of generating thoughts. This is just protein. I'm just receiver and translator. Every single thought that arises in your mind comes from external source. Now, how close that is to you, if you're thinking about yourself, what happens is the thought will come from there, from really close to you. So it'll be reflecting you. Narcissistically, it'll be the reflection of yourself in the mirror of your thoughts. So you're going to get your thoughts about the individual, and you'll move towards your individual gain, not towards love. If you wait a little, question the thoughts, look what else is there, you will find that there is a motion towards love, and that you could make a decision towards love, and that's more likely to be the direction the director wants you to go in. And so follow it. And so you're checking your challenge to make sure that you're getting your instructions from the director, that you're going to fit into the finished film, that there's space for you in the finished film. You're not just binned on the cutting room floor. Get this. I believe this to be true. We, those of us who survive this madness, the change that's about to come on us, are going to get to watch, from the perspective of eternal time, this history of Earth, of the human beings, of God's evolution, of the evolution of intelligent love. Because you go back to the beginning now, and you see where you fit in that definition of the engineering of intelligent love over eternal time, I'm telling you, you have eternal time. And don't mistake this costume for anything other than costume. So for consciousness to expand, love must expand. And love can only expand in intelligence, because it exists eternally for all eternal time in all eternal space. That's where love occupies. But it can expand slowly, really slowly. It's really, really massive. And that the amount that it expands is really, really tiny from the center, where a tiny, tiny particulate of water enters the system each duration of Planck's constant measured in real seconds. And that's the energy second that's entering the Newton meter second squared. It's an area of expansion on a dot point described by the time particle. All of that exists as an engineering description, and all you got to do is evolve your love. Move towards it and choose it. Trust God, the director, and move so that you know your life will make sense. Trust. It may look madness now. It will make sense when you get to the end and you get to watch it in context. Simple as that. And how do you know that you're following God and not any other character? Because does Christ talk about him? And you can tell that some religions are better than others, because some religions allow lies and some insist on truth. And so you decide which one is more likely to be true, and you follow that one. Because that, my friends, is the director's message. A message directly from the director, the Messiah. Follow the Rebel King.